All right, you all. So we finished up tonight with a little. We got through this number one A, B, C, D, E, and F, and then we stopped. And I was just kind of quickly rushing through things. Just to clarify, what we're looking at is, can you, one, look at the graph and get some of these features as domain, range, increase, decrease, etc. However, you want to have some information going into it so that you don't just make guesses. So the idea that you can look at this rational function and say, yep, I think I have vertical asymptotes. The places where the graph has vertical asymptotes must be -3 and 3, because if I factor that denominator, I know x cannot be those two values, +3 and -3. So that's why I have vertical asymptotes there. That's where my domain has breaks. My lowest x goes up -∞ to -3, and then there's a break there. And union symbolism is one way we deal with that. The range, you can go in and investigate this graph a little bit more, but I wanted to point out some features. This graph had a horizontal asymptote of y = 1, and then it did touch at 0, 0. And so when you go in and do your range, you would say -∞ to 0, the lowest y to the highest y, there's a break. It goes to 0 and it touches it, hence the bracket. And then 1 to infinity acknowledges that at 1 there's an asymptote, it doesn't touch. Increase and decrease we talked about, they're x values, they are not y values. And then a relative max is a peak. Any place, I mean, you really have to start thinking that relative max is the synonym for the word peak. And a relative minimum is a synonym for a valley. We don't have any of those valleys, so that's why there's none in this one. The absolute, I put infinity, and in -∞, knowing your text calls it undefined, and a lot do, but I think it's more pictorial if you describe to me this graph has no cap. It just goes on forever, and it has no bottom. So is the function continuous? Nope. We got vertical asymptotes, so that you're describing what the break is, versus a hole or a jump. Those are options as well. Vertical asymptotes are x equals, they're vertical lines, and horizontal asymptote is a y equals equation. Symmetry about the y-axis is called even symmetry, because we see the same on the left and right. And then the end behavior piece, less familiar, but it means the left and right end. If you take x to -∞, what height does the graph head toward? And if you take it to the right, as x goes to +∞, what height does the graph head toward? And that's 1 in each case. Okay, and then the next page, we've got the next problem is this quartic function, 4th degree. So it's got these wiggles in there. And I went in and found all the key points on there. Now there's a way on your calculator to find the min and max, and I might send you guys some info related to that just so you can kind of use your calculator to find those better rather than kind of guessing or ballparking. But they are -1,7 and 1,7 and then 0,8 respectively. Those are important. If you don't have those, your domain and range and increase and decrease information is going to be off, because those are key changes in the behavior of the graph. Domain's all real. There's nothing you can't put in there. The x's go forever left and right. The range, however, the lowest y is 7, and then it goes on up from there. Each of those little valleys goes to a height of 7. That's the low point. Increase is uphill from left to right, so you want to look at those little uphill regions between -1 and 0. These are x values. Between x = 1 and infinity, it goes uphill. It decreases from -∞ to -1, x value-wise. And then between x = 0 and x = 1, it also goes downhill. And then relative max, a peak, happens at 0,8. A relative mins, 2 of them, at -1,7 and 1,7 respectively. The absolute max is infinity because the graph keeps just going up, 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 up. But the absolute minimum value is 7. Those relative mins are actually also absolute minimums, because the graph doesn't go below that. That's the lowest it goes. So you can have something be both a relative and an absolute. Relative just means it's a peak or a valley, and then absolute means is there anything beyond that. Okay, is the function continuous? Oh yeah, no pen lifts, no breaks, no asymptotes of any kind. The graph has to snuggle. Asymptotes are very gravitational, so if the graph isn't snuggling something, you got no asymptotes. Is the function even odd? This one is symmetrical about the y-axis, so even symmetry. And then your left and right ends again, respectively. Here's the left. If you go, x goes to -∞, the graph goes up, 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 up. And on the right, it does the same. It goes up, 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 up. So the right end behavior, just the two left and right ends, limit as x goes to infinity and x goes to -∞. Tell me what the graph does. So that wraps up that page I didn't quite finish on describing the behavior. Hope that helps.